To start, preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Then roughly chop the chocolate to help it melt faster. For this dessert, be sure to use a high-quality chocolate for the best results. Now melt the chocolate in the butter in a double boiler or use a bowl over a pot of simmering water. Just be careful that the bowl doesn't come into contact with the water below, as this could scorch the chocolate. Stir occasionally until the chocolate and the butter have fully melted. This should take about 5 minutes or so. Then add the sugar and stir for a few more minutes to let it melt slightly. Then remove the bowl from the heat. Be careful though, as it will be hot from the steam. Now let the mixture sit and cool for a few minutes before adding the eggs. Once the mixture has cooled slightly, add the eggs one at a time. Make sure each egg is fully incorporated before adding the next. You will notice by the time you add the 5th egg that the batter will be quite a bit thicker. To finish, add the flour and stir to combine. Now pour the batter into a lightly greased or nonstick pan. Then place the torte into the center of the oven and bake for about 20 to 30 minutes. The key to success with this torte is to not overcook it. It should be just set and cooked through in the middle. This one here is done, as there are only a few moist crumbs on the fork. Now let the torte cool for a few minutes, but not much longer, as it will be too hard to remove it from the pan. The torte will collapse as it cools, and the surface may crack slightly. Don't worry, this is normal. To remove the torte from the pan, loosen the edges with a rounded knife. Then carefully turn it out onto a cooling rack. If needed, you can tap the bottom or give it a bit of a shake to help loosen it. Now let this cool for a few more minutes and then flip it out onto a serving plate. Leave the torte to cool at room temperature for at least 3 hours before serving. When serving this torte, keep in mind that it is very rich, so just a small piece is plenty. This torte is perfectly satisfying on its own, but it's also nice served with a bit of crème anglaise and a few fresh berries.